Hi everyone, it's Handy Mandy, and this episode I'm just going to illustrate again all the techniques and a little bit more on like the tips and tricks of painting with melted crayons, not just 2D but 3D. And last week, I will put the link below, I put all the stuff that you will need. So this is just a look of my setup that I've been using for both my paintings. So first off we're going to do is the setup. So I have my large towel underneath, and then I have my small towel over here. They are super cheap, dollar store, and it's just to make sure that if I'm going to use a towel I don't ruin any of the good ones that my mom has. So I have some wax paper. Again, I did some testing and I have a little clip of that so that you guys can see what that turned out like and how you can get that layering and like just see it like super up close. So that's that clip. Okay, so when you're setting yourself up, I usually have my canvas on one side, my colors in order as I want to use them, so I start from light to dark, and then I have my knife for cutting like the little pieces. So the smaller you cut them, the more surface area you're giving to melt it that much faster. Do not cut on the towel, because then when you go to pick up those pieces you're going to be picking up the fibers and you don't want that in your crayon paint. Choose something that's hard but smooth. So the lid that came with this, I kind of use something like that. Some other tools that you could use, these are a couple of instruments that I use from my nail file kit. So one is curved and it's kind of like almost like a little knife, but it's not like super sharp. This is almost like a pointed little spoon. So if I were to heat these up by dipping it into the hot boiling water underneath my palette, as it's, you know, hot, I can then use it to, because what I did was I did kind of like hair on here, and then if the paint kind of mixed together with the different strands, I would use this to define them again so that they were separated. So whatever metal objects that you can find that are really good conductors, so like when you put it in something hot it will turn hot, those are what you can use to kind of give it shape. So say if I were to do like a whole layer of solid, just flat of the wax, and then I were to take this after I dipped it in the hot boiling water and I just pressed it, I could do something like scales or, you know, little carvings or something into it. So it's not just painting and layering it, but you can also like get into the paint if you want it more smaller detail, which you can't really do with the paint. The paint is, when you paint it, it comes off really thick. So if you want like really small lines, I would definitely use a tool versus trying to do it with a paintbrush. So I kind of mix the two. So I'm going to show you the difference between the different crayons I use. I bought a 24 pack of Crayon crayons and I did not use them because to me, like, the colors were really nice and pigmented, so like they're really bright and they're very rich, but unfortunately the colors did not have a lot of variation to them as the Disney ones did. So I mean, these, if you can see this, these are all the blue ones. Blue, this is a black, this is a royal blue, this is a blueberry, this is like a dark teal, this is a slightly darker royal blue, and there's a great violet, there's a purple. They're all so dark, and they didn't have any lighter, like this is a lighter of the green, and they don't have any light blue. They have gray and that's it. So I mean, if I wanted a super light color, they have one thing of white, and with the amount that you're going to need, especially like the area you're covering and how much you need to get up those layers to make it 3D, you're going to run out of white. So with the Disney ones, they have like a whole, let me show you guys this, just a whole rainbow of colors, and I'm going to illustrate this. with 3 different colors. So you got your 3 different colors. So you got your medium color that you would start off in like the color wheel, and then you have your lighter color and your darker color. So going up is a tint and going down is a shade. Shade as in like shadow. And they have all those in their like packs of crayons. So I didn't have to waste as much time mixing it. So I actually just took the solid colors as they were, melted them, and put them straight on the canvas and just kind of meshed them as I was painting to get this. So you guys will see a picture like up close real quick. So after you're done, when you like, these are all the colors in order as I've done them, and as you can see I've cut them down as I went so that I could put them in here and melt them. And once I'm finished, you can buy these bags at the craft store. So the small ones and the large ones separately, and they're just, you know, $1 each. So I have all my leftover cut up crayons in this bag. And then with the smaller ones, what's in here, like if this is the little bit that I have left, I'm just going to clean that out. And with the bigger colors though, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to scrape it out and put them into these little bags so that I can save them. That way if I decide to go back at some later point and do some more mixing and stuff like that, I can use them. So that's how to store your leftovers. And now I'm going to show you guys the difference between 2D and 3D. So you guys saw this last week, and I'm going to show you guys, this is how 2D it is. So as you can see, it's just very smooth across. There's a little bit of texture here at the bottom. And then with this one, can you guys see all that? Like there's all these little strands and like it's layered. So this is my finished product. So I'm very proud because it turned out really, really well. And yeah, so there's a lot of possibilities. Like I could have gone thicker, but I decided to kind of keep it a little bit more flat. But I'm going to try and do like super, super thick structural at some point. It's on my to-do list along with so much other stuff. So, and I'm going to see if like you can actually paint on the wax paper and then peel it off and put it on, and depending on how the wax paper was curved as it was drying, I might be able to do some really cool like in and out over, and you know, just not as flat and on the canvas. So there's a lot of possibilities. So I hope you guys you know, get inspired. I want to see if you guys get inspired by this video, because I'd love to see what you guys come up with. So video responses, comments below, links to your website. I'd love to check out your work, and I will see you guys all next week. But before that, I want to tell you guys that Canada Day is this Sunday, and I will be at Tecumseh Park with my family, possibly one of my dogs, Sugar. She's a kitty. I'm really, really good with kids. And what else? I have taken the initiative to volunteer with some of my churches for their summer programs. So I've been painting some sets for their Bible camps, and so this Sunday I will be trying to help out Emmanuel Baptist and Evangel Community Church with their stuff that they're going on with the Canada Day. So if you guys are trying to find me, I'm either with my family or I'm helping out at one of their booths. So I will see you guys all there, and I hope you have a wonderful week.